Hello, welcome to yet another edition of Evolve Rwanda. Welcome to our channel Evolve TV, and it is our hope that you have subscribed if you have not done so. If it is your first time here, welcome on board and we hope you enjoy the ride. My name is Jackie. The hashtag we use is Evolve Rwanda. Did it? Subscribe. Today's subject is all children are intelligent. Every child is intelligent. In fact, that's the best way to phrase it. Every child is intelligent. And why did I pick on that subject? So it happened that I was reading an article in the course of the week, but I also came into contact with a few videos regarding parents and how they raise their children, how they keep comparing their children to other people's children. And leave alone that, not even other people's children, even the children within a home. So I'll give you an example of my family. We are 5 of us and I'm the firstborn. 2 girls and 3 boys. And I'm telling you, it's such a diverse family. We're not alike, not in any way, not at all. In fact, I remember clearly, there was a time when my sister joined my father in the city, and then some of us were left in the village. So about 3, because my brother went there as well, another brother. So my sister and her brother went to Nairobi, then 3 of us remained in the village. And so by the time we caught up with them, they had been exposed to the city way of life, a modern, urban way of living. And by the time we guys joined them, we had to do quite a bit of work to catch up. And you could notice the difference. I'm telling you, it was quite glaring. We are 5 of us, but 2 of them have started nursery, gone to primary school in the city. And then they have these siblings coming in. You're not even speaking the same language. You do not know the same games. In the city, whereas they were being bought for toys, for us in the village, we had to make the toys for ourselves using grass or paper cuttings, some plastic pieces. It would be anything. But we were getting creative in our own way to, create things that we could play with. And so as I grew older, I realized that we would never ever be at the same level. But I also thank God that our parents never expected us to be the same. No, so the diversity was allowed. It was accepted in the family that some people would be number 1 and others would be number last. I keep saying, like I got an E in mathematics and my dad wouldn't berate me for getting an E. And then there's another one who probably got a C, another one got a D. Did anyone in the family get an A? No. In mathematics? No. And yet my dad, during his school days, he would score a comfortable A. He would. He didn't end up being some doctor somewhere, but at least he did really well in school. And he never put those expectations on any of his children. He didn't say, because I got an A in mathematics, I would love you to get an A. Or he never even once sat us around the table and started asking, Jackie, why is Linda beating you? Or Linda, why is Kevin beating you? No, nothing like that occurred. So that is my home. You leave that home and we have other parents who then would be looking into this Lumbasi home. Like from the fence, they're looking and they will be constantly nagging their children, telling their children, I want you to read like that girl. I want you to pass your exams like that. Trust me, they do not know what passing is going on in that household. I'm telling you, there is there. There are D's there. But no, this person looking from the outside, looking on the inside, thinks, oh, these people are passing. They're not passing. And that is the reality of life. That as a parent, you're constantly setting the bar for your child. And you're constantly comparing your child to another child. The reason I started by saying that every child is intelligent is because we are all born differently with different abilities. What happens is different ways of parenting could either nurture that child's abilities or completely kill them. So imagine God has given you an intelligent child, but you've missed out on an opportunity to see the intelligence of your child because you are constantly looking at the intelligence of your friend's child, the intelligence of your sister's child. And because you're constantly admiring them, you miss out on news. You go there, you come back home and tell your child, oh, you know, so-and-so's child has been called to the university. You, what are you doing? You're just here taking my tea and, you know, wetting the bed. That too, people get told that. Like, really? You know, and children end up so frustrated because that child has only you as the parent, and they wish you could see the good in them and not ignore that and constantly trying to place in them what was another person's gift. That's what you're doing inadvertently, that your child has some good in them. The only thing you need to do as a parent is try and groom that, nurture it, grow them, support them. But instead of supporting them, you're constantly telling them, you'll never be a doctor. And that's a child who comes to you and says, Mommy, when I grow up, I want to be a doctor. And then you look at them and you tell them, oh no, you'll never become a doctor. Which doctor has mucus dripping all through? You know, and those things that we say to them, that's what a child grows up knowing of themselves. So because you're constantly telling them they will not become a doctor, they'll not become an engineer, even when they could have tried, honestly. They don't try because after all, mommy is not noticing it, daddy is not noticing it. And so what are you supposed to do as someone who is either parenting a child or you are a guardian? Okay, parenting could be either way. You can do it as a biological parent or a guardian or a foster parent. It doesn't matter. As long as you have someone in your custody, someone under your care, it's your job to make them feel good about themselves. It's your job to make sure that that child sees themselves as the best child ever. Because when they are in the house and you're telling them you're not smart, you're foolish, you're all the bad things that this life can offer, when they go to school, even when they're supposed to raise their hand to answer a question, when the teacher has asked a question, they will not do that. Because after all, what they get from their parents is not support. What they get from their parents is negativity. And that has an effect on them. They'll get to school, even when they know the answer, they don't show up. And even when they can go out to the field and play, they will not do that. So it even kills the child's self-esteem. And you will be there as a parent. You'll be wondering, what sort of children did God give me? But I'm telling you, God gave you good children. Because we all are born with a clean slate. The brain has not gotten anything dropped inside it. Nothing. Not a single word, not a single writing, not a single sound. Like you come in like that. It's a blank sheet. And then you've got a parent who starts, and that is your first contact with the world. You're there, and the parent is constantly telling you, no, 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 no. This you will never be, that you can never do. What do you expect of them? Because what they're asking for is for you to support them. What they're asking for is for you to nurture their talent, and you're not doing it. Even when they play football, because you have a brother whose child plays basketball, you want them to play basketball. Do you see that? I hope I'm making sense. I hope I am. Because you could have 5 children. Never expect all of them to behave the same. Never expect all of them to excel the same. That will not happen. If it does happen, thank God for it. But that is not the norm. So if you have your 5 or 6 children and they're all different, then why would you expect that your children and the neighbor's children or your brother's children would be alike? Wouldn't you be asking for more than life can offer? The best you can do is deal with yours. Deal with yours. Because I assure you, when you're there telling your child, I want you to be like Uncle so-and-so's children. Uncle so-and-so is telling their children, I want you to be like so-and-so's child. So that child that you are undermining, the child you're despising, their efforts that you are undermining, another parent is noticing the efforts. Another parent is urging their child to emulate your child. That child whom you're not seeing any good in. Can you believe that? So there you have it. Make sure you nurture your child's talent. Because here's the thing. Start looking for that doctor inside your house. But don't just look for the doctor. Support your child who's gifted with that. Because as a parent, only you can help your child bring out what is inside them. So let's go ahead and do that. Every child is intelligent. Take note. Work on your child, support them, and you will never want to look at any other person's child. Please do subscribe if you haven't done so already. My name is Jackie. The hashtag is Evolved Rwanda, and we have several episodes coming up. We're sure you will love them. We don't want you to miss. So subscribe. God bless you. I know. Thank you. I know. Oh, I love that.